How you doing, everybody? This is T from Cymbals and Snares. Today I'm going to give you a practice lesson, a little warm-up exercise that I was taught many years ago, and I find it to be particularly effective. You newbies out there, you got to remember, when you're warming up, you got to go slow. If you go too fast, you can pull a muscle, you can knot yourself up. It's really self-destructive to get on a kit and blast away. It's not the way to do it. Let me point something out to you. I want you to listen to my snare drum here. It's a little out of tune. You hear that overring, that little overring? There's two ways you can deal with it. What we call resonance control devices. One of them is the zero rings that we use. They're very, very effective. If you listen to one of my toms, put the zero ring on it, it takes away that little overtone. For the snare drum, I like using a little moon gel. I use moon gel on a lot of my cymbals and my drum heads. Now let's put a little moon gel on it. Do you hear the difference? And the one nice thing about moon gel is you can move it anywhere on the head until you get that sound that you like. Easy on, easy off. Duct tape and tissues and all that crap, paper towels, that shit is yesterday. Don't use that. Use the moon gel or use the zero rings. They're much more effective. Okay, this warm-up exercise is a single stroke roll. You're going to play with your right hand. You start with your right hand or start with your left hand. It doesn't matter. You're going to use both of them. And you're going to play up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back with your right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do that all the way down to 1, where you switch hands and you go all the way back up to 7. At that point, you'll play a double 7 of 14 and you'll work your way back. Watch and you'll see what I'm saying. And do it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 'Now you know you've done the exercise correctly and you've switched hands properly both times if you finish with the same hand that you start with. Now what I like to do is I do several sets of these. But what I like to do is I do a set with my hands and then a set with my feet, starting with the right foot. Then I go back and I start with the left hand and I finish that set and then I do with the left foot. For you guys who don't have a double kick setup like I have, you can use your hi-hat. So there's no excuse not to do this exercise. Start out slow. The first repetitions, the first 4 repetitions, hands, your feet, back to your hands and your feet, should be slow and methodical. Establish a nice rhythm for yourself. Hit the heads nice. Get a good feel for it. Let's go with the feet. That's it. Now we're going to do it with the left hand. Remember, you're not out breaking any speed records. What you want to do is make solid contact with the head. You want to develop nice, even strokes here. So it'll warm you up, it'll help you with your timing. Practice slowly at first. There you go. Do as many of those as you want. I like to do 2, 3, 4 repetitions of those. Now, something else that you can do, you don't have to just use your snare drum. You got a whole kit to use. You know, if you want to break it up. The very first repetitions that I do, the very first 4 that I do strictly with the snare drum and strictly with the bass drum pedals. But you know, you can break it up where, you know, you get the picture. For you guys who have a double kick, you can switch it up and use your snare. You can use your snare, you can use your double kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you got a double hi-hat setup like I got, you can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's very good for coordination, very good. Just an excellent exercise. I always found it to be very helpful. And that's your tip and your practice tip of the day. I hope you guys use it. It's very good and it's very effective.